This is Nick Dompierre. You're watching my first hand.
I'm Nick Dompierre. I'm from New Bedford, Massachusetts. I live on a dead-end street, last house. So I got, big yard, mini ramp in the back, two-stall garage for both my cars. Got a good spot to work, and it's a good time. Well, when I'm home in New Bedford and not on a trip, I'm just usually cruising around, skating my mini ramp. Or maybe I'll go downtown because Solstice is right there, and then a couple buildings over, No Problem is right down on the corner. Yeah, so the real team was recently at my house, crashed on my floor, and skated around New Bedford. They got to check out my hometown, so we had Justin, James, and Davis over there. Morford came out, shoot some photos, got to show them what New Bedford's all about. First spot I took these guys to was like this little park thing that the town built. It's like a bunch of little mani pads put together and a flat bar and some good flat ground. Perfect little spot to warm up and stuff. I don't know, I wasn't really feeling it or something. I just kind of falling around everywhere, and I just called it quits and sat on the bench and talked to James for a little while. I don't know, maybe the squirrels are messing me up or something. Yeah, but those guys ended up having a good time. They shredded it. Darren ended up getting a one-footed back Smith. And Davis did an amazing switch-foot back Smith, which is, I don't know, can't even figure it out. Seems too tough. Well, I wanted to go skate this rail and just cruising through the campus. We saw this little up ledge / hubba thing. The spot's not too gnarly or anything. It's a good spot to, just cruise. Yeah, J-Brock ended up not skating the stairs or the hubba, just kind of wallied over the whole thing, which is pretty sick. Pretty fun. Davis ended up grinding up it, which was pretty gnarly, and everyone skated the stairs and stuff, and then we went over and skated the rail.
Nick's really good to shoot with. He knows what he wants to do, and he knows what he can do, so it's a good combination.
Morford's awesome. He always makes sure everything's right. Sometimes it's tough trying to skate spots like that because you get kicked out super quick. It's kind of a rush. You don't know when security's coming, so once Morph gets set up, it's go time. Once you get that first one over with, it's all good from there.
That was insane. just got done skating this rail. Justin made the front board a fakie, so it worked out pretty well. Crazy mountain biker, flying down right now, jumping stairs. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next spot.
Yeah, once we left the rail, we went to this gap. I used to skate back in the day. I filmed like a kickflip and a back 780. I think I was like 16 or 17 or something.
Being around Nick and seeing him since he was younger and watching him grow up is pretty cool to see. It works with his skating really well because he can, jump super high, and he's so talented skating. So
we ended up lighting it up, and that was a good session. I was skating with James. James is switch heeling, whether it's shooting out to his hip or falling forward, slamming on his wrist. He really went for it. Better heel flip took me a little bit, but I ended up making it. James Hardy, beast, he's gnarly. The one he made, it was perfect. It was awesome.
That was probably one of the first times I lit something up in a long time. I usually just, do that on trips and stuff. But it's kind of cool to have everybody out here and, doing the same thing, like in my hometown and stuff. It's pretty rad.
It was actually like a up ledge / floating dock. I ollied it a long time ago, and I tried to kickflip it one day. You gotta pretty much start about a quarter mile away from the actual jump. So kind of running as fast as you can, pushing, giving all you got just to get to the incline. Just go for it.
God damn.
I had some of the guys from Rail to hype me up to do it, and I also had a couple of friends over there, and it was good. It felt real good. I was real stoked.
I just got done sprinting and pushing as hard as I can at this thing. Finally made the trick, made a kickflip. Psyched. Ground's pretty rough. I got pretty beat up, but made it. I'm psyched. Got the photo, got the footage. We'll be right back with more after the break. This is Nick Dompierre. You're watching my first hand.
Yeah, I started the day. We ended up going to this little park under the bridge that we all kind of put money into and built ourselves. Fun little spot to warm up or even just skate all day. Yeah, I was just trying this trick and just kind of pissed that I wasn't making it, and then my brother had to be all cocky, do it before me, and then that kind of got me mad too, so I broke my board. Do it before me, but what he did wasn't even that good, so. Yeah, well, while I was having a rough time under the bridge, Justin was killing it, as usual. He ended up getting like a back tail, a blunt slide. It was pretty sick, because not many people skate it like that, and shredded it. We left under the bridge and went down to Solstice. They got to check out the local shop.
My buddy Jay owns it, so let's go meet him. It's Jay Vask and Celos. So this is Solstice. So that's one of my sponsors, and Another one's right down here in the corner. Let's go get some food. Here we are at No Problemo. My friend Craig owns No Problemo. Probably the best sponsor you could ask for. Gotta make sure you guys are doing your job, man. Yeah, I got a photo in the mag wearing a No Problemo shirt, and I think that's what set it off.
That's my dishwasher. How can it be bad?
All right, later, Craig. Earl, see you guys.
After we ate, we ended up going to this like basketball court over a fence into the street spot. Not many people skate it. There's always rocks all over the place, and then you get traffic.
All right, we're here at this skate spot. It's a little basketball court thing over the fence into the street. So today I'm trying to have a barbecue at my house, a bunch of my friends. But Gabe won't let me until I get this photo, so let's get it done and go barbecue.
Darren was standing in the street. I was getting stressed out because I'd be ready to go, and he'd just tell me to wait because there's a lot of traffic and cars going back and forth. So once he said go, just go for it. I try to make everyone, but it's kind of tough.
Yeah, the spot looks fun, but it sucks at the same time to run on the grass, throw it on your board, on the basketball court, and then get aggravated. Go for it until you make it, pretty much. Glad it's over with. Time to barbecue.
Yeah, after we got the sequence, we ended up going to the grocery store. We bought all kinds of stuff for the barbecue, and Darren ended up putting it on the card. Thanks to Lux, we ate pretty well. We ended up making it to my house and started barbecuing. We ended up having like a little skate jam. I had a bunch of friends over and we all skated. Those guys really like the ramp. It's 28 feet wide, 5.5 tall, with 2 7-foot extensions, both 8 feet wide. And it's sheeted with skate light, so it's pretty much bulletproof. And everyone killed it, and it got dark. We lit it up and we skated for a while. And we ended up having a fire and just kind of turned into a little party, which was pretty cool. Yeah, I had this little tiny plastic board with really small wheels, and I was like, oh, all right, I'll try skating on the ramp. So I ended up skating it, and I got a blunt of fakie. I was pretty stoked. Everybody was screaming, shouting. It was pretty funny. Skated my ramp, barbecued. It was awesome.
Stay tuned for more firsthand after the break. This is Nick Dompierre. You're watching my firsthand.
Yeah, everybody was pretty thrashed after skating the whole time. So we ended up going up to the track. Nice, easy day. It's a '87 Camaro. It was my first car. It's a small block Chevrolet with nitrous.
Up round 2, I spent the whole morning in bed. I don't think too straight with all this aching in my head. But don't cry for me, my morning's gone.
So we're going to Epping, New Hampshire. That's where the track is. It's called New England Dragway. This is the closest track to me. It's about an hour and 45 minutes from my house. It's kind of a long ride, it sucks, but I mean, it's worth it.
Yeah, it's a quarter-mile racing, and yeah, well, the class is it's a mid 9-second class, and the mile per hour ranges from about 143 to 148. I've had it since I was 16, and racing is probably one of the most expensive hobbies. You know, you gotta have a truck, you gotta have a trailer. You know, ever since I started skating, I made a little money, and I always put it into it here and there. And then, you know, I started making more, so I went more serious with it, and you know, it's kind of more of a race car now.
Here we go, rock and roll.
First pass out, hit the bottle off the line, the car started to come up, so I got off it. You know, I brought the car back to the pits. You know, I never felt the car do that before. And my friend came out, what are you doing? You know, stay in it. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna stay in it. Next pass up, stayed in it, put the car in the bumper. You know, it just left, and you know, all of a sudden, you know, you're looking up at the sky, you can't see nothing else. And you know, when I was coming back down, you know, it just felt like slow motion. Then it hit really hard, and I was like, oh, that was bad. Broke a lot of stuff, broke my windshield, destroyed my headers, so I had to call it a day. I guess it's just the feeling of going down the track, you know, it's nothing else. It just puts you in your seat, and you know, it's like a drug. You know, you guys gotta try it.
Bros, thanks for coming to the track.
So that was the last night they were in town. They left the next morning, but I'll be out there soon to see all those guys in SF. Yeah, I wanted you guys to see like my second home, pretty much. SF, always here. What's up, Jim?
Hey, Kate was just looking at those New Bedford photos. Let's go with her.
Mickey. Danny. It's cracking.
Nick.
What up, son?
Just keywords in your phone.
Looks better on the screen than the magazine. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff that trip.
As far as shooting photos, he told me, like, bring me to spots where I can get photos and get stuff done. So it was easy, you know, bring him to spots that, you know, that I think he'd like. And if he wanted to skate it, he'd skate it and get something really good usually. And if he didn't want to skate it, he wouldn't waste anybody's time and wouldn't really skate it.
That stuff's super fun to skate. You know, Morph's always got a secret little spot, you know, that we never really go to.
Me and Dennis decided to just mess around and try like a high ollie contest thing, and we had a whole mess of boards stacked up. We had a chair on top of it, and we got as far as 41 3/4 today. I didn't really plan on trying front crook it, but tried for a while. I ended up making it. Kind of stoked. It's a good time.
Morph pointed out this sweet gap. You know, Dennis ollied a long time ago, and Never checked it out. I don't understand why Dennis only on it, because that dude can do anything. It's a big gap. We ended up checking out this spot. It's like a double set, a ledge going out, and I wanted to skate it. We ended up lighting it up, and it was a good session.
Gabe brought us to the spot. We got a trick, pretty stoked. So, a little tired, but it was fun.
It's pretty cool being in SF because, Dennis is always here, Peter, Huff, and, Gerber. Every time I come here, those guys are here, so, it's always a guaranteed good time. Well, that's the end of my first hand. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Maybe see you guys around.
Rhode Island, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. We're lighting up spots, and now we gotta drive all the way back to New Bedford and get up at 5:30 in the morning to see Nick race his car. Thanks a lot. 3 hours of sleep.